Happy New Year!
Jumanji!
We're not sure which one it is at this point.
Whichever. We're good. Happy 2021, all. Y'all? We say y'all?
Y'all, sure.
Y'all? Oh. So it is officially 2021.
Yes.
I think we've gotten that point across. We're really good at that part.
Yes.
Oh, so I guess what we're going to talk about, what we already talked about, it's not like we're just, let's do it on the fly. We've actually talked about it beforehand, is what we're wanting to do this year. Our hopes and aspirations, our resolutions, if you will, if you believe in those such things.
I'm going to take this off now.
Yes, you can take that off. Your head isn't that pointy in real life. For me, one thing that I want to focus on this year is getting healthy.
Yes.
Not just physically, but in a lot of other ways I haven't been. Had some mental issues. That sounds like I'm like crazy. I'm not. Just the last half of this year, last quarter,
A little over a quarter.
Has been a little bit tough for me. So finally broke down and talked to a doctor and started on a new path to try to help out with that. What about you?
Oh, just put me on the spot here. Also focusing on health. I turned 40 a couple months ago, and so being a better example for our very impressionable daughter as far as lifestyle and really just, I think for me, yes, I need to do physical health and all of that, but just trying not to be so stressed. I mean, because I carry the stresses of stuff that happens with me, and sometimes I bring that home to my family, and I don't need to be doing that. So,
also, we were talking about what we want to do here. What is our goal here? Last night we were talking about it, and I think we both said we would like to try to do one of these a week.
Again, like we started off.
Yeah, just one a week. Maybe so some other little vlog type things where we're out and about and showing you guys what we're doing. Maybe we'll start a TikTok.
Okay.
That's all the cool kids are doing TikTok now.
Apparently.
Let's hold on TikTok. Maybe not yet.
Not yet. We definitely get back to routine on Monday. We go back to our buildings. Not that we haven't been working the last 2 weeks because of break, but not that we haven't been working before that, but we go back to our buildings.
Yeah, being teachers, we were told right before Thanksgiving break, the week before or the day of?
I don't remember.
One of those. It's been a while. That, hey, we're not going back after the week break off, and we're not going to come back until the 4th of January.
So we've been teaching from home up until the last 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
All the teachers, I have to say this, there are some people, I don't think it's any of you guys, I hope it's not any of you guys, but that are like, teachers aren't really working this year. For those of you who don't know, this has been one of the more difficult years as far as teaching, because I don't think the majority of teachers enjoy the online format that we've had, making the best of it.
I know for you, they didn't cover, teaching from home.
No. Teaching during a pandemic was not covered.
That was not a class?
No.
Oh, man. Yeah. So it's all flying by the seat of our pants in a lot of ways and doing what works and moving on. I know you have been doing an amazing job with your kids. I hear she'll kick me out of the room. I gotta go meet with so-and-so. Okay. And I go downstairs. And then I'm like taking the tripod stuff downstairs and doing little videos for my kids. So yeah,
It's been a challenge, but it's not that we don't want your kids there. We just want everyone to be safe.
we want your kids there long term and not right now and possibly get them sick.
Sorry, just my own little thing for. But Oklahoma City is, from what I can tell, going to attempt to go back on an AB schedule mid-January, January 19th. So we'll see how that works for elementary school. Sorry, for elementary school, and then mid in high school, possibly February 1st, depending on numbers and stuff. So we'll see how that all works out.
Yeah.
And we have a COVID vaccine now, for those of you who haven't heard.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll be able to get that soon.
Yeah, we are, being teachers, we have gone up on the list. We're in phase 2 of getting the vaccine, which means that our phase is up right now, but the our subgroup has to come up, which we are the last subgroup in phase 2.
But we're hoping it will be soon, and I know varying opinions and stuff, but we're excited about the vaccine.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be able to do our part in getting this pandemic past, passing this pandemic and moving on.
Yes. So that is exciting, and I am hoping that will help the stability with school as well, because I know the kids can't get it, but if most of the adults can, maybe that will help with some of the stability with the schools.
Maybe we can make that do like a shield for the kids, and so we're hoping we can do the best we can. Because now, even with this new strain, because we're, I didn't know if you know this, we have an advantage here because we have so few members, people following us. Which, if you're new and you want to follow us, you can hit the follow button and the little bell and change this whole thing for us. But right now, since we don't have enough to be monetized, we can't be demonetized. And if you say the word COVID and you can be monetized, then you become demonetized instantaneously. But since...
Okay, really, that was not necessary.
I was just... Welcome to my thoughts. But...
see, what else? We've been staying pretty low-key because, well, there's a pandemic.
Yeah.
And...
seeing very few friends. We have a few friends that are in our bubble.
In our bubble. We have a very small bubble.
Yep.
Tried to be very careful. Keep everyone safe. But
it's so weird now being in a situation where there's this one thing that kind of just encroaches on all parts of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's what this is right now.
Hopefully we're coming to the end.
Hopefully. I'm hoping that, mid to late spring we can start seeing some stuff come in.
It kind of in my head, and this is the way I think, we went home for spring break and didn't really come back. Maybe we'll have spring break and then come back for the rest of the year, finish out the rest of last year. Last few months. Kind of full circle this whole thing. I don't know, we'll have to see.
Yeah. So, I want to look back. Okay. So here's what I want you to do. You're on the spot right now because she knows nothing of this.
Woohoo!
I want you to go back. I want you to name 3 really good things that happened to you, or in general, in 2020, and then 3 really bad things. You're like, or you can do bad then good if you want to feel good at the end. I mean,
okay. Let's see. Bad things, obviously the pandemic, and especially in the fact that it has taken us away from being able to see people that we love and care about, and being able to participate in things that we normally do. But using that as a good thing as well, it has shown us, it's showing me the people that are the most important to me, and who, when this is all said and done and things go back to whatever normal is going to look like, the people that I want to see and have more of a desire to be with, the people I really miss, and it's also given me more time with family and super close friends that I may not have had if we didn't have the pandemic. So I guess that's one good, one bad. Again, kind of a good bad. We were able to renew our vows this year right before the pandemic hit, and I think pandemic is going to be a big, huge part of all of this, because that has been 2020. And the being able to renew our vows was definitely a positive, but it was also negative because the pandemic was hitting right around the time we did. Some people that we wanted to be there weren't able to be there because of the pandemic. So, or the starts of the pandemic. So kind of a good bad there. And then going back to what I said earlier, just the amount of, a negative would be the amount of stress, career wise or vocation wise, that has been this year, with, especially with what I do with special needs kids, and them really, in person is so much better for them, but also understanding that in person, with them being medically fragile, is worse for them, and trying to balance that to do online and not get frustrated when they were there in person, because I understand the decisions being made there, but also worrying that, what if I get so that has been a super stressful thing in 2020, as far as balancing that. But a good thing this year has been that, for myself, and I would say for a lot of teachers, we've had to grow. We've had to learn new things, new methods, new ways of teaching, new ways to be creative, new ways to make things work and come together and work with our families. And I think those skills are something we're going to be able to take into the future. And I don't think online's going to go away. I think we've learned that there are some benefits to online learning. So I think that will stick around in certain ways. Although, just a caveat, I don't want online learning to replace some of the stuff that made school so cool, like having a snow day. Just because we can do online on snow day doesn't mean we should, when things go back to whatever normal is. But having those options and resources and things, I think, is a really cool thing.
We're at 3 and 3?
Yes.
Okay. I lost count.
Okay.
All right, so 3 and 3. I'm going to do bad things first.
Okay.
Well, the pandemic thing. That was really, really, it's been really, really bad. And, yeah, it's been really, really bad. I was thinking, do I want to go, which direction I want to take that? And I'm not going to take any direction. It's just been bad. Seeing again, I think a lot of these will be pandemic related, seeing the mental toll on people because of the pandemic it's been really painful. Yeah. Another one. Have I mentioned the pandemic?
You gotta say something besides the pandemic.
And another negative, just the sheer amount of, I don't want to say hate, I've seen this year.
Yeah, I think hate's a good word.
And, from protest, and I'm not saying that the protesters hate. I'm saying just the reasons we're protesting with police brutality and all of these things going on, and the pushback that you're anti-American, and then like this, and the level of vitriol that certain elected officials threw out at people who just want a fair shake was really hurt. It really hurt a lot. That's my three good bad things. Those are three bad things.
Yes.
Good things. I have got to spend more time with my family, getting close and getting to know each other really well than I have, I don't know, ever, probably. We've always been working, always been, this is our schedule. And this is the first time it's just been, we can stop. Everything can slow down. I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure I've driven her insane.
Not too bad, honestly.
I'm a lot to deal with.
Considering we've been pretty much together since March.
March, and then we got away from each other for a few months. From August through about... Well, no,
about a month, because it was on and off.
Right, a total about a month. And since November, we've been together every single day. I mean, there's been some parts we've been separated. Like, we bought Christmas gifts for each other. We had to be separated for that.
Right, well,
but
we're not together side by side 24/7, but we've been in the same house. We haven't had much to do separately.
Right. That one or two?
That's two.
Two? One. That's one.
Yeah.
Amount of time with family was huge. Seeing, going back to the protest, but seeing people come together and going, oh my goodness, this is great. This is, I hate the reasoning. I hate the reasons, not the reasoning. I hate the reasons that we're having to come together, but I love the fact that we're coming together. And three, I think it kind of snowballs from two. Again, I was thrilled to see how people came together and said, you know what, that they thought the country was going in the wrong direction, actually went out and voted. And the sheer numbers of people we had vote was amazing. And I can't say I disagree with the outcome.
Well, let me say this. For me, on that point, it wouldn't have mattered the outcome. I'm thrilled that the outcome is what it is. It's what we wanted, and those of you that know us understand that. But just even if Trump would have won, the fact that this many people voted is huge. That is huge, and hopefully something that will continue going forward.
Right. I hope this cycle from 2016 to 2020 has showed people how important voting is. If you're around me at any length of time, you will hear me talk about how important voting is in person, because I'm that person. And
she's our history buff.
And
political science and all of those things.
I enjoy it.
Yes.
But seeing, overall seeing people say, you know what, we're going the wrong direction. This is wrong, and we need to stand up for it, was uplifting. And I was like, okay, well, maybe we're not all doomed here. Maybe it's not all bad. I gotta say, one of the things with everything was, I work in high school, so I see the future generations. You see the future generations, and I see the future generation.
But you haven't really seen your high schooler since March. Since
March, yeah. I mean, they were in the building 2 days. And one of the things that I would always be like, I don't know. They just, and I'll be honest, I was like, I don't know if they're ready for this stuff. Guys, I'm sorry. You guys are ready. You guys get it. You're there. You stepped in where our generation was not stepping in. And thank you. And what bells?
Thanks for coming to your TED Talk. I mean,
Yeah.
what was that?
Come here. Oh. Come
Um,
here.
It has definitely been a year. Maybe later this week we'll put another video out on a reflection of 2020.
That's not what we just did.
Well, I guess so.
I don't know.
Of more events of 2020.
Yeah. Do you remember the Australian wildfires?
Yeah, that was back about a year ago.
Yeah. That was going to be the big story
Story
of
of
2020.
the year, yes. Guys, Happy New Year.
Jumanji.
Yes. And we will talk to you soon. Probably, maybe on Sunday. We have friends coming on Sunday, but maybe on Sunday. And I think Sunday was going to be our normal day to do these. Maybe it will be again.
Maybe. I don't know.
We'll figure it out, guys. So thanks for listening. We love you. We miss you.
Be safe.
Be safe. Wear your mask. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Be happy. Well, I mean, be happy if you can.
Yeah.
But be good. Okay, I'm going to have to get my butt up now.
Bye, guys.